Imagine this. You're inside a submarine, hundreds of meters below the ocean. No sunlight, no fresh air, no way to surface. And yet, people live inside this metal tube for months. So here's the question. How do submarines stay underwater for so long without running out of air, power, or food? Because surviving underwater isn't just about going down, it's about managing everything humans need to stay alive. Let's start with the most obvious problem: air. Inside a sealed submarine, oxygen would run out quickly and carbon dioxide would build up, which would be dangerous. So submarines need a way to produce oxygen, remove carbon dioxide, without opening a window, obviously. Modern submarines don't rely on stored air. Instead, they generate oxygen using a process called electrolysis. Here's how it works. Water is split into hydrogen and oxygen using electricity. The oxygen is released into the submarine for the crew to breathe, and the hydrogen, it's safely removed. This means submarines can produce fresh oxygen continuously as long as they have power. But that leads to the next big question, because everything depends on energy: oxygen production, lighting, navigation, life support. So how do submarines generate power for months? The answer depends on the type of submarine. Some submarines use nuclear power. These are called nuclear submarines. Instead of burning fuel, they use a nuclear reactor, which can run for years without needing refueling. That means unlimited power, continuous oxygen production, long underwater missions. This is why nuclear submarines can stay submerged for months, not because of fuel limits, but because of human limits. Not all submarines are nuclear. Some use diesel-electric systems. These need to surface or use a snorkel to take in air for their engines, which limits how long they can stay underwater. But modern designs are improving. Some use advanced batteries or air-independent propulsion systems to extend underwater time. Still, they can't match nuclear submarines. Now, let's go back to air. Even if oxygen is produced, carbon dioxide still builds up as people breathe, so submarines use chemical systems to remove it, often using substances that absorb CO2, keeping the air breathable, because too much CO2 can be dangerous even if oxygen levels are normal. But air isn't the only challenge. Humans need more than air. They need water and food. Submarines solve this in clever ways. Fresh water is often produced from seawater using desalination systems, removing salt and impurities. As for food, that's one of the main limits. Submarines carry large supplies of food, carefully stored and rationed, because once it runs out, the mission has to end. Now, here's something people rarely think about: waste. On a submarine, everything must be managed. Waste systems are designed to store, treat, and sometimes release waste safely without contaminating the environment or the submarine itself. It's a closed system where everything is controlled. Even if the submarine can stay underwater, humans still have limits. Living in a confined space for months can be mentally challenging. No sunlight, limited space, strict routines. So submarines are designed to support not just physical survival, but mental well-being too, with structured schedules and controlled environments. Here's the surprising truth. For modern nuclear submarines, the biggest limitation isn't air or power, it's food and human endurance. Technically, they could stay underwater even longer, but people can't. So the next time you think about submarines deep beneath the ocean, remember this: they're not just machines, they're self-contained worlds, producing air, generating power, managing resources, all while staying hidden beneath the surface. Sometimes the most extreme environments are made possible by the most carefully designed systems. If this surprised you, give the video a like, share it with someone who finds submarines fascinating, and subscribe for more hidden explanations behind everyday things.